Hello, I'm Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is the full moon reading. We've got a full moon on the 9th of March 2020. Now, full moons, they're all about releasing things, letting go of stuff. It's the ending so that new beginnings can start. So what I'm going to do in this reading is I'm going to go into what it is that we need to release for all signs for the collective, and then I'm going to go into each star sign. And so you'll see the title there for all signs, and then going through each star sign, Aries through Pisces. You can go ahead. You might want to look at your sun sign, your moon sign, of course, and your rising sign. Those are the ones that might be important for you this full moon. So let's have a look. What is it for the collective? What's this full moon all about for everybody this time? So it's right at the end of a Mercury retrograde as well. So it could be that it has something to do with a Mercury retrograde. And yes, and it seems to be that because we've got love and overwhelming. And so relationships, if there's been communication breakdowns, it's been for a reason. So communication breakdowns, especially around romantic relationships, love relationships. So it could be family relationships, close friendships, and romantic relationships. If there's been communication breakdowns for you, maybe there's been miscommunication or no communication because of some kind of a breakdown, and it feels overwhelming because you can't fix it. This full moon, it's all about letting that go. It's just letting it be, like letting people be where they're at, letting it be where it's at, whatever this issue is, because everyone can release what's going on. Everyone's working on themselves, especially through Mercury retrograde. Everyone's working inside, doing that inner work, trying to sort things out within themselves. It's not necessarily something that can be sorted out in the external world. And what I mean by that is, if there's a relationship breakdown and you've had a communication breakdown with somebody, it's not necessary to kind of get together and talk it through. Some things, in fact, most things, are better resolved within ourselves, coming to peace within ourselves. And so it could be that you want someone to see your side of things, or they want you to see their side of things. That's not how things are going to be resolved. It's going to be resolved internally, and letting go is a big part of that too. And so this full moon, it's about letting go of our control of wanting to put our point of view across to try and resolve what's going on in someone else. We can't resolve what's going on in someone else, right? And so this is about letting go of that, letting go of the feeling the need to resolve things in someone else, because we can't do that. We can only resolve things within ourselves. We can just look at our part in it. We can look at what's going on in us, and we can let things go within ourselves. So it could be a full moon where we still have that distance from other people, maybe if there's been no communication for a while, so that we can resolve those things within ourselves and let go of it, just let go of it completely. Interesting. What else is going on for us? Oh, right. So it's like this glimpse of freedom. The freedom is not an external thing, right? Freedom is an internal thing. You're truly free when you're not emotionally reacting to things. When the world can just be the world, when people can just be themselves, and it's not affecting you. You're not having emotional reactions to it. You're not allowing it to change your energy, so it's not affecting what you're manifesting in the world. True freedom is when maybe you're meditating quite a lot so that you're in control of your mind. Of course, our ego minds are always going to try and go off and tell us that the sky's falling in and there's all these things to fear. That's always going to be present, but we can bring ourselves back to the present. Yeah, the more self-aware we are, the more we can bring ourselves back to the present. And it's when we do that, when we're in control of our mind as much as we can be, and our energy, when we're choosing our energy, rather than just letting our emotional state be dictated by what's going on in the world around us. Watching the news, it's telling us to be scared, and so we're in this fear state. Don't let the world dictate your emotional state or your thoughts. You can get the touch of freedom this full moon by letting go of what's going on in the external world. stop letting it dictate what's going on within you. Sit in meditation and you get to choose what you focus on. You get to choose what your emotional state is. That is true freedom. And if you're looking for freedom outside of yourself, so if you're looking for freedom, maybe time freedom or location freedom, or freedom from a job or freedom from a relationship, or any kind of freedom in the external world, in your external life, that freedom is going to come to you when you find that freedom within yourself. It's naturally going to be attracted to you through the law of attraction when you're feeling free within yourself, when you're feeling like you have the freedom to choose who you want to be, how you want to feel, what you want to think about, what you want to do. All of those things, it comes from the inside first. And so that's a big theme for this full moon. It feels like it's going to be a pretty significant full moon for everybody. Okay, and so we've got the touch card again for the collective. And this is about what is perfect for us. This is about being our unique selves. And so this is a call this full moon to let go of everything that isn't us, even if everyone else is doing that same thing too. So this is about not caving into peer pressure, not trying to be the same as everyone else in the world, not just complying because everyone else is doing something. This is about breaking free of that, finding the freedom to be ourselves, our full true selves. So this is leading us to what is perfect for us. So if you've been asking the universe, asking your higher self for what would be perfect for you, so maybe you've been asking for a long-term relationship, the one kind of thing, your soulmate, your twin flame, or if you've been asking for the work that is perfect for you now, if you've been asking for that stuff and it's not been coming about, this full moon is all about you getting aligned with what it is that you want. And so you've got to be perfect for yourself first. And what I mean by that is letting go of any self-criticism about your uniqueness, about you being different. This is like the universe saying, yes, you can have what's perfect for you, just as soon as you've let go of everything else that isn't perfect for you, if you see what I mean. So this is saying you can have what is uniquely perfect for you in the world once you realize that you are perfect in your uniqueness and you're not holding yourself back from being that in the world, from being yourself. So it's a real call to be your true self and let go of anything that isn't. And these touch cards, it's about actually feeling it. It's about actually having that in our focus and having it in our emotional state too. So it could be kind of an emotional full moon for people. Emotions could be quite high this full moon, especially with it being at the end of the Mercury retrograde. So let's have a look what's going on for each star sign in particular. So we'll start with Aries. Aries, this full moon, being encouraged to focus on joy rather than focus on problems. And so this is letting go of that negative focus. So your mind, Aries, might want to keep on pulling you to the negative. And it's really important for you to focus on the positive, to focus on the joy. This is like more than focusing on positive. This is focusing on what's really good in your life. And so if you found that you've been in a negative state of mind, Aries, which is so easy. Like, as I said, we've all got that ego mind. It's always trying to pull us to the negative to try and protect us. If you find that you've been doing that, Aries, then this full moon is about really deciding to shift that, deciding to focus on what makes you feel joyful, what you want in your life, that kind of thing. Taurus, what about you? Okay, so for Taurus, this is about relationships for Taurus and being vulnerable in relationships. So it's about letting go of that control in relationships and wanting it your way, wanting to resolve things, that kind of thing. This is being vulnerable, being open to love, having your heart wide open. And, when you have your heart wide open, you're vulnerable not only to being hurt, but you're vulnerable to being loved too. So it's got the good stuff. And you can't have it one way. You can't have your heart as a one-way valve, only letting the good stuff in, not letting the challenging stuff in, because it's the complete picture that grows us, And so this is saying, Taurus, romantic relationships and any kind of love relationships can be tricky around this full moon, but This is asking you to be open, let go of the control, be more open to letting everything in. This is about letting the richness of all kinds of emotions in your life. You know, a rich life is one in which you're feeling a range of emotions and there's a range of things going on for you. Gemini, what about you? Right, so it's about slowing down for you, Gemini. So that maybe you've had this rushing kind of feeling, and that's coming from a sense of lack. That you've got to be doing something because you're behind. You've got to be doing something because you're not enough already. You haven't done enough. That kind of rushing feeling is it's not good for you, Gemini. And this full moon, it's asking you to let go of that, to slow down, to take things one step at a time, to include how you're feeling. And when you're feeling that nervousness, that rushing energy, to realize that's detrimental to yourself and to calm yourself down. Maybe do a guided meditation or something, or go for a walk on the beach. Do something to calm yourself down, to get you out of that state and to slow you down. Know that you only need to do things one step at a time, Gemini. That rushing energy is not good for you. Not good for you at all. And it's good to let that go and just slow down, Gemini. Cancer, what about you? What do you need to let go of this full moon? Again, we've got a control kind of thing going on with Cancer, and this is about the flow of things coming to you. So maybe Cancer, you've been focused on manifesting things, and you've been trying too hard to do that. This is saying the Grace card is when a lot of good things happen to you. Things manifest with ease. This is saying go within to actually feel that. Focus on that. Focus on great things happening. Focus on miracles happening. Focus on being lucky, on all good things, rather than focusing on specific things and you trying to manifest it into being. You don't need to do that. You can just be wide open and let all kinds of great stuff in. And so let go of the specifics, Cancer, and the trying too hard this full moon, and just let things flow to you by going within, being cool about it, being open to miracles, being open to being really lucky, Cancer. Leo, what about you? What do you need to let go of this full moon? The strive for success, Leo, it has you focusing on lack of success rather than on success itself. And so this is asking you to accept the level of success you've had so far in life and just be cool with that. And that's going to allow more success to come in. So don't fight your current circumstances, Leo. Even if it's inside of yourself, have an acceptance of where you're at right now, the level of success that you've got, and then you're going to be able to move to the greater success that you've been asking for. Yeah, it's great to be able to accept where you're at right now. Accept yourself as well, Leah. Accept where you're at now. You're doing great, you know, you are doing great. Don't worry about it so much, Leah. Virgo, what about you? What have you got to let go of? Impatience. Virgo, let go of your impatience. Understand that some things you've got to wait for. Some things happen slowly. Some things take time to develop, especially the really good things and the things that you really want in life. They've got to be built on firm foundations. They've got to be built on firm foundations. You don't really want to rush it. If you imagine, say you want your soulmate relationship, and you're rushing that, so as soon as you meet someone, you get married straight away without even knowing them. You don't want to do that. You want to let things unfold naturally and enjoy every step of the way, right? And so you've just got to understand, Virgo, that sometimes you've got to wait for things. Sometimes you've got to let things develop slowly. Don't be rushing in there. Don't try and get to the end. Don't try and get to the goal straight away. Understand that some things take time. And it's actually the best things that take time. So especially those things that are really important to you, Virgo, don't rush them. Let go of that. Libra, what about you? Okay, Libra. So kind of the opposite for you. It's for you, you've got right and get what I want. This is about being more intentional about your life and what you want. So this is saying that you've kind of been rolling with the punches. You've not been proactive in telling the universe what it is that you want, writing it down, writing your goals down every day, and then meditating so that it allows it in. Libra, my 21 Wishes in 21 Days program that you can find on behealing.com on the homepage there. It's a program where you listen to a guided meditation every day. There's for 21 days. There's 21 meditations in it. They're short. They're about 8 or 10 minutes long, each one, so it doesn't take too much time out of your day. But it's all about this. It's about writing down what it is that you want. And then each meditation takes you through these lessons to open up to it. And so that would be really beneficial for you to do around this full moon, or to start around this full moon, because you need to get more intentional, but not in a struggle kind of way. Don't get intentional writing your goals down and then get frustrated that they're not happening. So yeah, I'd really recommend that 21 Wishes in 21 Days program. You can find that on behealing.com. Make it easy for yourself, Libra. Scorpio, what about you? What is it that you need to let go of? So Scorpio, you're in a healing phase at the moment, and it's time for you to kind of slow down on that a little bit, or take the emphasis of that, to let that go, to see where you're at now. I'm feeling like, Scorpio, you've been healing yourself because of this lack of appreciation from outside of yourself. So that's what instigated it. I'm feeling like it's maybe a month or two ago that this healing started taking place. So maybe you were in a relationship that broke down because they weren't taking care of you, weren't appreciating you somehow. And then you were thinking, how is it that I keep on getting into this situation? And that's instigated a healing within you. It's something like that. It's something, a lack of appreciation coming from outside of you, or maybe you weren't appreciated within your job, and so that caused you to look within and to heal something within yourself. But I'm feeling like it's changed for you now, Scorpio. I'm feeling like you can let go of that healing phase now. It's just see where you're at now. See, appreciate yourself. You are appreciated, and just see what's available to you now. See how people will be appreciating you now. So if you've taken a step back from the world to heal yourself, Scorpio, if you've been taking time out, if you've been kind of in hermit mode, it's time to get back out there. It's time to connect with those people again and see if that has changed now, and see if your healing work has had the intended effect, because I'm hearing that it has. I'm hearing that you've maybe not healed everything, but you have taken those steps forward, and you can actually open back up again, Scorpio. Sagittarius, what about you? What do you need to let go of this full moon? Vulnerability. This is about being open, Sagittarius. Not being so guarded. This is about releasing boundaries that have been too strong. You know, when we throw up boundaries, a lot of boundaries at the same time, I'm really strict about them. Boundaries are a good thing, don't get me wrong. But I'm picking up with you, Sag, you've had a lot of boundaries to try and protect yourself so that you don't feel vulnerable. But you need to open up. You need to open up and let life happen again. And so you've got communication coming around this full moon to help you open back up again. So it could be that people reaching out to you again, trying to reach through your boundaries again, connect with you again, open you up again. It's going to make you feel vulnerable, but do it. Open up again. Let them in. Especially when it's instigated by other people, when you've got that communication coming in. Open up, see if you can be more vulnerable, see if you can be a bit more open-hearted, and because that's when the good stuff is going to be able to get in as well. You know, when you've got a closed door, when you've locked that door, nothing can get in. The bad stuff, sure, you're protecting yourself, but the good stuff can't get in either through a locked and closed door. So it's time to open that door up again, Sagittarius. Capricorn, what about you? What do you need to let go of, Capricorn? This is your mindset, Capricorn. Maybe you've been really focused on getting that perfect partner, that perfect love, that soulmate, the twin flame. You've been really focused on that. And it's time to let go of that. Time to let the universe take the lead. Time to see what you're open to. It could be that you're not even ready for that perfect partner, but it's great that you've been focused on it. That's a good thing. But there could be another lesson relationship. There could be something else to learn so that you're ready for that perfect partner. And what I mean by that is, you know, there might be something for you to learn. There might be something for you to heal. There might be something for you to experience so that you can be ready, so that you've got if you think about it, if you've still got things to learn, maybe relationship skills, or there's things to heal yourself from past relationships, you don't want you don't want your soulmate partner or your twin flame partner to come in right now, because you don't want to jeopardize that. And the universe wouldn't let you do that. It wouldn't let you jeopardize that. You want to do that kind of healing, that kind of learning in a relationship that it's okay to mess up, because it was never going to last anyway, right? And so, Capricorn, this is saying, yeah, your focus has been great on that perfect love relationship, but now let that go and see what's available to you. I'm not saying that none of you are ready for that soulmate relationship, but if you are ready, it's going to come in. Just let go. Just let go, because whatever you're ready for is going to come in now. Those relationships, whatever relationship you're ready for is going to come in now. Aquarius, what about you? What do you need to let go of this full moon? Okay. Aquarius, you're wanting manifestations of your goals to happen, but what you're getting is manifestations of further growth. So it's like you want the reward, but what you're getting is another challenge. It's that kind of thing. What's coming in, the communication coming in, it's all about your growth. And so you might think, but I'm ready for the reward now. I'm ready for this thing to manifest. And the universe is saying, you're not. There's another lesson. There's another growth path. And so just be open to that. This is about letting go of your disappointment that you're not ready. Just be ready for what you're ready for. It's okay. You don't have to be perfect, Aquarius. And it's good to have challenges, and it's good to have lessons. So yeah, just be a bit more open to life, Aquarius, instead of thinking or punishing yourself. It's kind of punishing yourself emotionally and punishing yourself inside for not being ready for the rewards. It's okay if you're not ready. You're ready for whatever you're ready for. Go easy on yourself, Aquarius. And finally, Pisces. Pisces, what do you need to let go of? Pisces, this is like a self-protection thing. It's like a hermit thing. It's like a hiding at home under the blanket, spending all the time by yourself, being quiet to protect yourself. This is saying, let go of that and put yourself out there again. You know, we've got spring. Well, a lot of the world, the northern hemisphere has got spring starting soon, and I'm feeling this is like a spring feeling for you, Pisces. That the hibernation is over, kind of thing. Get yourself prepared for putting yourself out there again. If that's been you, Pisces, if you've been really still and quiet, it's time to let that go now. That, you know, that nurturing that we do when we go into hermit mode, and because I'm really this warmth, and it's like cozy blankets, and it's like staying in and comfort food and all of that. If that's what you've been doing, Pisces, that phase is coming to an end now. It's time to put yourself out there. And so just this full moon is about getting ready for that. It's about letting go of that need to protect yourself and nurture yourself, and getting ready for that spring energy coming in. And there we go. If you enjoyed this reading, please click like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing full moon. If you'd like a private full moon reading with me, then there's a link up there, or a link there to book in for one of those. Have a great time. I'll see you next time. Bye.